Great things never come from comfort zones. Namaskar, welcome to Next IS. I hope you are doing well. In this video, we will cover major headlines of the Hindu, Indian Express, and Press Information Bureau. So, without wasting any time, let's start today's discussion. Now, recently, India and China have reached an agreement on patrolling arrangements and resolution of military standoff at the line of actual control, addressing remaining friction points in Demchok and Depsang. Both nations emphasize that respecting line of actual control is essential for normalizing relations. Talking about line of actual control, it is the demarcation line that separates Indian controlled territory from Chinese controlled territory. It is divided into three sectors that includes eastern sector and it spans Arunachal Pradesh and Sikkim. Next is middle sector, which is in Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh, and last is western sector in Ladakh. Next article talks about high performance buildings, which are emerging as vital solution in the construction sector to address climate change and urban challenges. They aim to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, minimize energy and water use, and lower operational cost while enhancing occupant well-being. They also provide financial advantage such as increased property value, lower utility bills, and access to carbon financing. Therefore, government are promoting high performance buildings through policies encouraging energy efficiency and carbon neutrality. India also supports high performance buildings through its National Action Plan on Climate Change, focusing on energy conservation building code and green rating for integrated habitat assessment. Now, recently, Supreme Court emphasized that secularism is a fundamental part of the Constitution's basic structure. The court made these observations while hearing petitions challenging the inclusion of socialist and secular in the preamble. Court referenced the Keshavanand Bharti case, which stated that preamble is a part of the Constitution but can be amended as long as basic structure remains intact. And friends, 1976 amendment introduced socialist and secular into the preamble, modifying the original declaration of India as sovereign democratic republic. Next article focuses upon Zed Mo Tunnel, which was site of militant attack that resulted in the deaths of 7 people. It is a 6.4-kilometer tunnel that connects Sonmarg Health Resort with Kangan town in the Ganderbal district of Central Kashmir. Initially, it was conceived by the Border Road Organization in 2012, but the project was later transferred to the National Highways and Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited. Talking about its strategic importance, it is the part of the larger Zojila Tunnel project, which aims to provide year-round access from Srinagar to Ladakh. It is crucial for enabling swift movement of military personnel to border areas, especially given the heightened tensions in the regions like Siachen Glacier and Eastern Ladakh. Now, recently, Reserve Bank of India reports a growth outlook for India despite geopolitical tensions, with GDP growth projected at 6.8% for July-September 2024. India's growth outlook remains supported by strong domestic factors despite geopolitical tensions. Improved agricultural conditions are expected to enhance rural demand. There are also indications that private investment may rise in response to increased consumption and business optimism. There is also growing sentiment that immediate private investment is crucial to maintain competitiveness. Next article talks about Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana, which has achieved significant milestone reaching sales of 1000 crore in October 2024. Talking about Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana, it is a campaign initiated by Department of Pharmaceuticals in collaboration with Central Pharma Public Sector Undertakings. Its goal is to offer quality generic medicines at affordable prices through dedicated outlets known as Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Kendras. These generic medicines are priced significantly lower than branded options but maintain the same potency, making healthcare more accessible to masses. Now, Indian Air Force and Republic of Singapore Air Force launched 12th edition of Joint Military Exercise in West Bengal. It aims to enhance interoperability and combat readiness through advanced air combat simulations and joint mission planning. It also reflects strong bilateral defense relationship between India and Singapore. Now, United Nations Biodiversity Conference has commenced in Colombia. It aimed to assess commitments to halt and reverse nature loss. Nearly 200 countries are participating, with 196 having signed the coming Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework. The governments will review the implementation of the Global Biodiversity Framework and align their national biodiversity strategies and action plans with it. It will also develop monitoring framework and enhance resource mobilization for the Global Biodiversity Framework. So with this, let's conclude today's discussion. Thanks for listening, and for regular updates, you can follow us on various social media platforms.